Hey guys, welcome on in. How y'all doing? Hello? Hope everyone is good. Hey guys, welcome on in. How y'all doing? Oh, I can hear myself. Where? Oh my god, I can hear myself echoing. Where? Where am I playing twice? Oh my god, I can hear myself echoing. So confused. Because I'm... Where am I playing twice? I'm so confused. Yeah, I can also hear myself twice, but I don't have myself open anywhere else, which is very confusing. Huh? Yeah, I can also hear myself twice, but I don't have myself open. It was YouTube. It was YouTube. My bad. No, okay. Now I understand, because YouTube, everything that's playing on YouTube, you guys can then also hear. So what I could hear, and then you could hear it, and it was just an infinite echo. It's my own YouTube stream, which, apparently I didn't mute. Yeah, I was in a cave and it just kept echoing. Okay, well, here we go. Hello, how are we? How we all doing? Let me move that over there. I feel a bit weird today, guys. There's not a whole lot. I don't have anything planned. Wukong's not out yet till tomorrow, so there's nothing we can do yet. And I have a game that we could play, potentially. I'm glad to hear you're fine, Tom. Good. But yeah, I don't really know what to do. I figured we would start with just chatting. Is it called Hades? I don't think I could. I don't think I could, Tim. Just like out of nowhere, I get back into where we were and expect to make any progress and then just drop it again for however long Wukong takes us. I know you just want to see me struggle. So yeah, I don't know, Tim. Or just like overall, I really have nothing prepared other than like I did download the Brothers game, which is essentially the exact length of what I think a stream could be. It's about like 4 hours long. But it's like, I don't know if people want to see that. I thought maybe we could do some just chatting and hanging out, but then it also depends if there's people here. Also, I didn't hear your... I can see it, Tim, but I don't think TTS did anything with... See the way Tim resubs during starting soon? Very cutesy, very mindful, very demure. Where did that meme... Why did that resurface? Isn't that like an old thing? Hi, MJ. How are you? Welcome on in. Hello, hello. Yeah, but isn't it like... I thought... I know it's not an old meme, but I thought like I guess the word... I never heard the word until then. Isn't it like an old word from back in the olden days that people would actually use it? Like, I've never heard anyone use it in a sentence, I don't think. And if I did, it went straight over my head. MJ, how are you? Am I planning to stream God of War Ragnarok when it comes to PC? I thought it already... Is it not on PC yet? I actually thought it was. Also, excuse me if you can hear the clickety-clackety of the new keyboard. Let me know how loud it is. Because as everybody knows, I don't like it if people can hear me clickety-clackety. God of War. Oh my god. Ragnarok. When does it come to PC? Oh, it comes on September 19th. So the thing is, Tom, I have seen both 2018 God of War and Ragnarok already, like the full playthrough, because I didn't have a PlayStation and I really wanted to see the game, so I just watched playthroughs of it on YouTube. So I think, like, I could stream it, but my reactions wouldn't be very genuine because I know what's going to happen. I wouldn't even say it's spoiled for me. I just know what's going to happen because I've seen it, because, you know, I wasn't patient enough to wait for it. Because in 2018, I was not a streamer at all. I didn't think I would ever like afford a gaming PC or anything, or a PlayStation for that matter. So I just settled for watching other people play through it. That was fine with me. So no, demure is not a super common word. It sounds very proper. My sleep schedule's so fucked up. Oh, MJ. My ears, could you actually hear it? Isn't clickety clackety the best? It's actually so loud that I can hear it through my noise cancellation. Doesn't want us to know she uses keyboard and controllers. No, but like, okay, my old keyboard is a cheap mechanical keyboard. But for a mechanical keyboard, like, you can still hear it. But I thought that keyboard was loud until I've got this one. This one is super clickety-clackety. I will show you the box. I'm not gonna hold up the keyboard. I think this is easier. Here we go. Can we see that? Work? Oh, maybe I should throw it this side. Hang on. Does that work? can't really see. But anyway, I don't have the cushion. I do have the cushion part, but I don't have it attached at the moment because it shortens my desk. So for me at the moment, like I never had a cushion before that anyway, so I'm fine without it. But it is a very nice and soft cushion. But yeah, very fancy. I did not pay for that. Max got it as an early anniversary gift because I've been banging on about getting a keyboard since way before I got this new PC. So I've been banging on about it forever and ever and ever. But our anniversary isn't until Sunday. But he was like, I have something and I think you could already use it, which is very cute. It's part of the production, true, but it's just, I buy such an expensive microphone just so you guys can hear the beauty of just my voice and nothing else. And then we have things happening in the background. So like I want production value, not clickety-clackety, but you'll see. I do, but like, I don't mind if other people have it, but then when I aspire, like when I look at like the quality streams that I wish my stream was, they don't have that, right? So like I know what I aspire for, but this is what we're working with. What a beautiful voice it is. I actually really don't like my voice, but I think everybody has that with their own voice, right? Like no one actually likes the sound of their own voice. But yes, Tim, I do watch streams. I think it's also something that I don't notice as much if I watch someone else until like I watch my own stream. Or like in Discord when people point it out to me, they're like, what are you doing? Hammering down on your keyboard or on your controller? If I go onto Twitch now and look up if I can like just... The thing is, I don't know who's playing on keyboard and who isn't, right? How would I know? What's a game that people only play on keyboards? If I pick I'm trying to look for someone who is clearly gaming. Yeah, you could say that. Thousands of people watching. Who has thousands of people watching right now? I don't see anyone that has thousands of people watching in my friend list. Person's playing Valorant. Oh, they're in the waiting queue. Okay, well anyway. Regardless, I don't really know what we're gonna do today. That's the thing. I was just chatting people, I guess. The keyboard sounds serve as a function of indicating that they're doing a Google search. Yeah, I guess. I think what I mean, I don't mind when you're just chatting. I mean more like when you're gaming. Who's your favorite game which you have finished? I find it hard to answer that, Tom, because like I think my perspective changes. Right after I finish a certain game, I'm like more into that game for a little while, and then once it's been a while, a couple of years, I might go like onto the next game that I'm like, oh my god, this is the best game ever. The game that had the biggest impact on me recently was probably A Plague's Tale Requiem, because like I was so sad at the end of it, and I have thought about that game nearly every day since finishing it. And there's no different ending, you know, like it ends the way it ends and that's fine, and it just made such a big impact that I was like, damn, that's a good game, you know? That doesn't mean I had fun in all those in the good ways, but it had the biggest impact. Hi Pi! Getting a clean recording is often more difficult than one would think. I learned that from music recording. Oh, I can imagine. I have a friend who's helped me set up my mic, and because I mean I am also not giving my mic the best run for its money, because it's an XLR mic that is being used as a USB mic, so I could give it a better opportunity and setup, and I'm not. But yeah, you know. Keyboard gaming would be more audibly overwhelming than controller gaming. Oh yeah, for sure. What's this background noise? Is that in the music? I think so. What do we think of this music? Very chill. Is it too chill? I don't know. Have I played The Last of Us? I have not, but I have again seen both the first and the second game because I didn't have access to a PlayStation. And then also I did put The Last of Us on my wish list, and I read all of the reviews when it was first ported to PC, and so many people have issues with it running smoothly. I still don't think people necessarily have the smoothest time running it on PC, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to ruin it for myself by now trying to play it, and I've already seen it anyway, right? I think it's an amazing game, but I don't know if I can clearly say for myself, oh, that's my favorite game, without having played it myself. But there's definitely games out there that I think are fucking amazing, but I've just never played them myself. I've just watched playthroughs of them. Exactly, Tim. Exactly. I mean, Dark Souls, you could do Dark Souls if you want. Dark Souls is on PC, right? Is it on Game Pass? Oh, of course, no, but you can't. What kind of, do you have a laptop at home? Because you do everything through Steam Deck, right? I don't know if it's on Steam. Steam. Error code on Steam. Why? There we go. Dark Souls. Dark Souls Remastered. Yeah, Dark Souls is on Steam. Hi, Red Ranger. How you doing? Yeah, Dark Souls 1 is remastered. It's a bit expensive at the moment. And then you've got Dark Souls 2 is also on there. And then Dark Souls 3. So all of those are on there. The Season Pass. You'll see. That could be a game that, like, I think some of the Dark Souls games could be something that we look at playing in between if we don't really know what to do. Like, if we're between game releases and stuff. Am I right? Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I think I don't know if do people think the third one is the best one out of the three? Just chatting streamer. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to stream, guys. I have a few games I could go for, but like I spent all of Friday because so what happened is we finished Elden Ring DLC on Thursday, right? And then we even like walked around a little bit trying to finish off some side quests, a couple of little bosses that we missed, right? But like there wasn't really anything left to do. Like the climactic ending had happened. And I also like lose interest once that's happened. I either have to start a new game or like move on to a different game or something, right? So then Friday I took the day off. I did 4 recordings on Friday for a game, and then I edited all of that over the weekend. So I've got, plus the recording I did before that during the week, I've got 5 recordings ready already. I edited everything, not uploaded yet because I need a few more in the library before I start uploading them. So I was very productive on Friday, but that's how I spend my Friday. And then tomorrow Wukong comes out. So today we're just kind of like, I don't know what to do. Are we just gonna talk? Are we gonna play a game? Do I stream something that I would play anyway? Like, if I was off and doing my own thing, I'd probably boot up like Overwatch or something, right? But I don't think that's something that people want to see, because you really have to be into that game, otherwise it's really boring to watch. So I don't really know what to do. No, unless you're trying to 100% it, Tim, and you have fun doing it, but I don't have too much fun. Like, I'm not 100%. I don't think I've ever 100%ed a game, or at least not on purpose. If I've done it, it would be by accident. What is streaming for you? Do you do that on the side, or do you want to become like a job? Pi, can I say Pi? Is that okay? Or a Buzzley? Because every time I see your name, I'm not sure how to say it. So I was unfortunately let go from my job, and luckily, not because of my own fault. They did made some like bad business decisions, and a lot of people were affected by it, and eventually I was also part of that. And they had a whole restructuring, blah blah blah. Anyway, so I got let go, but luckily in Denmark they have a really good severance package, so I was looked after quite well for a good few months, and I was like, heck, I'm gonna just see if I can make streaming something, because it's something that I just used to do, and it never made enough money to call it a job. It never did. But like, I just used any money that I got from streaming to like buy the next game that I would, for example, then play right on stream, or get a new light, or get a new, like, add things to stream to make it a better quality. Now, I would be lying if I said that I wouldn't want it to become my job, because I would love to do this full time rather than go back to a normal 9 to 5, because this is way more fun. And I could work for myself, and I have such an easy time putting hours in for something that I'm doing for myself than working for someone else, right? Like, who wouldn't want to put in hours for themselves to make themselves grow rather than into someone else's business? But I have to be realistic, so I don't know. For now, at the moment, I'm trying to do this full time, and I don't do 40 hours of streaming a week. I will spend other time doing editing or filming or stuff like that, if that makes sense. So I technically only do it on the side right now, Pi, because it doesn't pay the bills, but I wish it could, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say it's boring, it's just confusing. With Overwatch, I can see that. I can also see how it's overwhelming for people who've never played it, because Overwatch is a shooter game on steroids, essentially. But the thing is, I think I would have a hard time reading chat and playing the game at the same time. Now, granted, that also happens with Elden Ring when I'm in a boss fight. But I think obviously the Overwatch games are sometimes a lot longer. It could be 10-20 minutes. So I don't know if people would want to see that. I have never played the Batman games, no. No, I've never played the Batman games. I've literally only ever seen like 2 Batman movies. But don't get mad at me. There's like 4 achievements that I didn't get from the base game, and I was like, nah, I'm not getting those. What's that? Also, I never went back for Millicent, right? Like, I did that. I stopped playing the Millicent quest on Thursday because I was like, guys, I'm tired. I need to get some food. But I never went back in my own time to do it because I thought that tree trunk on that little arena thing was really annoying to deal with. And I thought, I probably have to respec to do anything with that, so I didn't. Did you, like, how did you fight that? Did you have a range something, or did you just try and try and try? It would be great to see you grow. I watch your Let's Plays a bit on YouTube. And the quality is a lot better than that more of popular players out there, but YouTube doesn't make it easy to find not so popular people. I will also say, and I'm not trying to make excuses or anything, but I also purposely started with A Plague Tale 1 and 2 because I didn't think they would be super popular because I don't think there was ever a big hype around those games anyway, but now it's also a couple of years later. I think it would be even less on YouTube, but it was a good practice for me to see how I felt about filming because I hadn't done that for YouTube yet. I hadn't like sat down and just filmed myself without a chat. Hi Marsha, hello. That was really good for me to practice. Plus the games weren't that long that I was putting in 40, 50, 60 hours into one game to upload it to just find out that I actually hate doing it. So it was a really good practice to do that, and actually I had a really good time with those games. And I will actually say that with that as well, Twitch is amazing, don't get me wrong, but for those story heavy games, well said, those are like my favorite thing. To be able to play it on my own without having to look at chat, it was easier to absorb the story, and I think I got sucked into it more than I might have done if I streamed it. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. Thank you, that's very nice for you to say. I try and up my quality when I can. And yeah, YouTube, when you go to like articles to see like, how do I get discovered on YouTube? How do I like beat the algorithm? people give the same advice, and it's like, optimize your videos, put out good quality videos, do this, do that, be funny. Like, there's some luck in it, but there's also like, you just have to produce good videos. And at that point it's like, am I making good videos, or am I are my videos just okay? Is it not standing out amongst the rest? Because that's, I think, where I'm at the moment, and that's okay. I just went choppy chop with the axe and killed the tree. Okay. I don't think I was doing a whole lot of damage with the build that I had at the time, because I'm literally still with the shield and pokey. And it's like, oh, tickle, 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 tickle. It's taking too long. Get all legendary weapons. Oh, okay. I mean, how many people do have that? Let me see. Can I see Elden Ring? What my achievements are like if I look in my library? Monkey, hello. I was not. Shh. Don't show me the trailer. I was not. I mean, we can talk about Wukong. I think it would be really good for us. Maybe not now. We can do it tomorrow. I don't know if the game itself will, but Wukong is actually based off of a real life mythology in China. I've also made a new intro song for it. You guys will hear it tomorrow, because obviously our old intro song was Elden Ring themed, so now we've changed that up to fit with what's it called? Thingy. Brain not braining. Brain not braining. Matched up with Wukong. There we go. Also, Tom, I'm so sorry to see your message. I've already played what's it called? Red Dead Redemption. I've already played it. It's an amazing game. I unfortunately had the ending spoiled for me though before I actually finished it. Wait, you've never choked on an A tree by poking it with a rapier? No. It's Chinese mythology. My mom used to tell us bedtime stories about the Monkey King. Yeah, wow, I can't speak. Sun Wukong is what the monkey in Wukong, I guess, is based off. I was actually watching a video about the mythology, but I haven't finished it. I was watching it just before I started stream, so I can't say about it too much, but I was trying to educate myself a little bit about it. I know, Marie. Every time I'm on Steam, I see just a little notification of Marie's playing Planet Zoo. If anyone is wondering what I'm currently recording for YouTube, I'll probably start uploading it on Monday or maybe on the weekend. Either next Monday or this weekend. I need a few more videos ready and edited in the library before I'm comfortable to start uploading, so I don't get caught up with not having enough. Because once I start uploading, I like to upload every day if I can, or at least every work day. But the new game that I'm currently recording is called Beyond Two Souls, and it's so good. It's not that long. I think it's about 10 to 11 hours. It's really, really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's a pretty old game, but it was ported to PC, I think in 2019, 2020, something like that. And the graphics really hold up. And you know, I am a petty bitch for good quality graphics, and it's very good. It's from the same people, I think, who made Detroit Become Human, and those graphics are also amazing. So you already know, like, I'm there just like, wow, even if the game story is shit, it looks great. No, I'm recording it for YouTube, Monkey. I'm so excited for Wukong. Have you also got it, Monkey? I know, Tim, but the story, I will say, so far, Tim, I haven't finished the game yet, but so far, I think the story is also really good. It's like just a Telltale game, right? But I think it's really good. I'm really intrigued. It's very Stranger Things. Very Stranger Things, in my opinion. What was I looking for? I wanted to see what my achievements were on Elden Ring. Where do I see my achievements? Oh. So I want to see... I've only got 5 hidden achievements? No, I've got 5 hidden achievements, and then 5 locked achievements. Wait, are there 5 hidden achievements to 5 locked achievements? I've got legendary armaments, legendary ashen remains, legendary talismans, legendary sorceries and incantations, and then the 5th one is Elden Ring, which is getting all of the achievements is an achievement. Good game, unrealistic graphics. Bad game, realistic graphics. Yeah, this is how I work. Also, MJ, I didn't see it, but 60 stream streak, that is crazy. I think that's probably 60 streams since I've been back. It has been downloading since yesterday? Huh? I don't think you're supposed to be able to download it yet, are you? I don't think you can download it until tomorrow when it actually drops. Wait, how big is this game? That's scary. We also have Sekiro, guys. I have Sekiro. I don't... Like, I'm not gonna start that today because it doesn't make sense. I also don't have it downloaded, but that's another game. A Souls game Souls-like game that we could try. How much parrying do you need to do in Sekiro? God, all the time. How much parrying is in Sekiro? How much can I get away with not parrying is the first thing that pops up. Okay, so I went into this knowing Sekiro had a unique combat system, blah 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 blah. Oh god. Just push the damn L1. I'm gonna have to learn how to parry if I want to play Sekiro. 128 gigabytes, you can start downloading beforehand. Damn. I mean, it's big. 128. 128? I thought it was smaller than Elden Ring. How much is Elden Ring? Huh? Got 183 hours in Elden Ring. That's crazy. Where do I see the size? Store page, probably. Shh, don't want to see the... Oh. 60 gigabytes for the base game. No, you'd have to... It wouldn't be a shield parry. It would be more like, I guess, a weapon parry or something. I don't know. I never got past the tutorial, Tim. I don't even think I learned how to parry yet. And if I did, I probably wasn't using it, and that's why I didn't get past the tutorial. That's funny if that's the case. I just remember the guy that I was trying to fight was like this big... I don't know if it was a ghoul or it was like a big troll or something. And I couldn't get past it. I just couldn't, and it wasn't a tutorial. And it could very well be that if I opened the doors behind it, I had gone through the tutorial, but I couldn't open them till defeating it, and there was like a big gate behind him, so maybe I was very close, and maybe if I'd done it, I would have played it, but I didn't. No, I don't think shields are a thing. But I don't know, I've even though I haven't been able to play it, I've also managed to stay spoiler free, so I have actually not watched people play through it. So I can't for certain say, Tim. I'm really surprised that Wukong is 128 though. That's like so big. Hi Hubba Bubba, how you doing? Welcome on in. How's your day? I would say we could also do community games, but I think that's maybe too... Maybe there's not enough people just yet, because, well, people working, right? So, what about a tier list? Tier list... Elden Ring. Out of Hubba Bubba! Oh no! I'm good, thank you. How are you? Outside, besides being out of Hubba Bubba. Tier maker, Elden Ring tier list. Can I show this? Oh, I can get rid of my current debts. No more debts. Where is it? There we go. So that's gone. And then... there we go. All Elden Ring bosses. All Shadow of the Erdtree bosses. Okay. Ooh, have I done all of these? That is a question, isn't it? Hang on, let me... it's a little bit bigger. Yeah, okay. This, go away. Ancient Dragon Man. Ancient Dragon... Senesax, Bale, the Dead... I don't think have I fought this guy? Aren't all knights basically the same? I think I have fought these two. I think I know I have. Yeah, I fought this one and I fought this one. Dancer of Rana I haven't fought though. Ooh, I don't know if it's fair for me to do this if I haven't done. Which ones are these? Iron Guardian, Decaying. Hi, Mom. How are you? The thing is, I've done like 95% of these, but for the 5% that I haven't, I feel awkward to just put them in. McRaren, is it McRaren instead of McLaren? McRaren, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Onyx Lord. Who even is the Onyx? I wish I could click on them to make their pictures bigger. You know what? I'm just gonna start doing it, and then for the ones that I don't know, maybe you guys can give me input. Haven't tried? Maybe I should have a haven't tried. How do I add another? Okay, hang on. Add row below. Gonna be gray. No. This one. Haven't tried. Good point, Tim. Good point. Let's do that. Okay, so we haven't tried. So Battle Mage Hughes, I have, and I don't think he was very much of a problem because we just got into his face. Hi, Sparrow.
Ahoy me hearty. Howdy heck
I'm
yeah
good.
today.
How are you? I'm gonna put this guy in D tier because I didn't think he was that bad. For us. I can see how maybe for some people he could be a pain in the butt, but with our Bloodhound Fang, if I remember correctly, he was not that much of an issue for us. Beast of Farum Azula. Who is that? Aren't they all like that? Oh, it's this guy. Is it this guy? Oh, you know what? I could not figure out how to fight him at the start because you can find him so early on and he's quite tough. If you're completely new to a Souls game, that is quite tough. But then, once you figured it out, he's really easy. So therefore, I'm also going to put him in D tier. Sparrow, I don't have a game to play today. We could boot up a game. I don't know if people would like to see that. I can try it in a little bit, but we're just chatting at the moment. I might try Overwatch in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But tomorrow we have a new game that we're actually starting, but because it doesn't release until tomorrow, we're just chatting, ranking, maybe playing some random games. That's what we're doing for now. Which one? Wukong, Black Myth. is coming out tomorrow, which is some people call it an Souls-like, some people disagree and say it's not a Souls-like. I don't really know. It's based on some Chinese mythology, and I think it looks really cool. So I've pre-ordered it, and I just gotta wait till it releases. You've heard of that one? Hello, Griffith. Hello. Welcome on in. How are you? The Bell-bearing hunter, Tim. I think there should be a separate one for Bell-bearing hunter and Caelid and everybody else that is a Bell-bearing hunter, because I feel like that guy's on a different level. I think this is the collective Bell-bearing hunter. After studying, right, Sparrow, you'll probably have more time. Hi, Bon. How are you? Welcome on in. Ooh. You know what? They should... Somebody probably already has. Like, put up Caelid's Bell-bearing hunter against all bosses. Like the Remembrance bosses, and see how far he gets. Like, in an arena. So, like, you start with Margit, and then... who comes after that? Morgoth. All of those guys, and then just see how far he gets. Hope everyone's day's been good so far. So far, so good. So far, so good. I can't complain. I'm gonna put this guy in A tier. He is really tough, but he can't be S tier. Come on, like... He's tough, but I have had worse fights. I think he's so hard because of where he is in the game. If we're just gonna assume this is the Caelid one, of where he is in the game, it's like the Crucible Knight in Limgrave. Fighting a Crucible Knight in Limgrave so early on in the game is crazy. How does it exist? Bell... Oh. Bell... Oh my god, I can't type. Bell-bearing hunger. Can any boss survive the Bell-bearing hunter with grabs? So we are not the first people to think about this. I'm assuming they are using the one from Caelid. I'm assuming they're using the one from Caelid. I have, Sparrow. I finished the DLC on Thursday, so that's why we're now gameless. I was really hoping that I could stretch the DLC sort of to like finish Friday or today, but we didn't, and I also didn't want to just take 4 or 5 days off streaming, so I took Friday off, and then I did a lot of recording on Friday, but I figured I'd at least go live today and we can hang out a little bit. I did, Griffith. I thought it was really good. I had enough struggles. I had 909 deaths above me just now. That is the total from the base game and the DLC, so I am proud we stayed under 1,000. Actually, I don't know what the average death rate is for a first-time Souls gamer, but I was happy with that. Since I looked at the walkthrough of a lot of map-related puzzles and roadblocks, YouTube has been feeding me so many custom battles. You know what? There's some mods that I would love to do. Like, the first one is the randomizer for Elden Ring. But I also saw that, I don't know how hard all of this is, right? But there could be like a mod pack where you, like, I had this idea of like, I'd have to start as, a character that you just make in the game, so like a level 1 wrench or whatever they're called, and then the next boss that I beat, I become them until I beat the next boss, and then I become that boss, you know, and then so I get to play as the boss that I last beat to beat the next boss. If I could, I feel like that exists, right? Like, I feel like you could mod it like that. I think that would be a really funny concept to see, like, Melina go over to Radagon, and then Radagon to the Elden Beast, and so forth and so forth. I don't know if that would work because it's 2 fights in one, but you know, like, I thought that would be a really interesting concept. I like that way you keep changing up your build. And then I don't know if you could only do it with remembrance bosses, or if you, let's say you start as a wrench and then you just go to like the Farah Mazula boss at the start of Limgrave, and then grab that guy, and then you go to the next one, like the mini bosses, if I could take those. I don't know how far that's modded and if that's possible, but it's something that I'd like to look into. I know, right? What if we just went to Melina, beat her with someone else? Who would be a good one to go to Melina with? And then we keep Melina all the way to Radahn, to the DLC. I thought about how fucked up it would be if you went in full Melina armor to Radahn's fight, to the Radahn DLC fight. Malenia, sorry, not Melina, Malenia. I keep getting them mixed up. The freezing fog. Ooh, this guy also, by the way. I mean, I will in the meantime do this tier list very slowly. He was tough for me. Yeah, sorry, I would not Melina. I actually don't know how Melina fights. I think you can summon her for a fight, but I don't think we ever did. Yeah, exactly, we don't fight Melina. Malenia. I would wonder if you could. I was just thinking if there's a modded version where you can fight as Miquella. That would be pretty cool. I don't know what you would do, because I think Miquella is quite demure. You know, so mindful, so demure. But, you know. Anyway, this guy, I struggled with him because I had the worst build for him. And I don't think he's that bad, because he's still a dragon. He's still a dragon, and dragons overall aren't that bad to beat once you figured it out. But I think he's slightly on the harder side. Mostly because of like his frost build-up, and then it procs, and Gorna Lake, and but he's not that hard, but he's hard if you come there with the wrong build. Hi Red Hood, how are you? I remember Griffith when I first fought Malenia, and the first time I got past her first stage, and I didn't know there was a second stage, and I was like, yes, I beat her! That was so hard! I'm so glad that's over, I'm nearly dead. And then it goes to, haha, just kidding, there's a whole second stage. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. Alexander, welcome on in. Your tiering list already? I mean, we're finished with the game. What do I do? I figured we'd like just chat a little bit and do a tier list. I have to wait for Wukong because that's out tomorrow. So we have a day of hanging out. Cemetery Shade. So I have a confession to make. Apparently, I beat this guy, though I have not a single memory of it. So it must have been really bad to the point that I can't remember fighting him, because I ran into one of these guys as like just an overworld mob in the DLC, and I was like, oh whoa, that's one of those Cemetery Shades. I haven't fought that guy yet in the base game. Went back to the base game, went looking, realized I had beaten it, and then was like, oh, wow, I must have beaten it so fast that I can't remember even fighting it. So therefore, it's going in F tier, because I can't remember fighting it. These are all of the, no, they're not the 100 and something bosses. I don't know how they choose. They're obviously the remembrance bosses are here, and then... Actually, unless this list just keeps going underneath and I haven't seen it, maybe there's more and they just pop up. There could be, it could be all of them actually. Oh my god, I don't know. Clean Rod Knights. They're not so bad. I don't think they were that bad at all. They're not F tier because they can, you know, they can shield themselves a bit. They can do some decent damage, but they're really not that bad. I haven't fought Patches. I can actually put Patches haven't tried, because we haven't. Yeah, the second phase, when you first realize she has 2 phases, it's like, whoa, that's shit. Commander Nile. Commander Nile is really tough. He's going in A tier. Like, I have only a couple of spaces for S tier. I feel like we're not gonna flaunt around S tier, but Commander Nile is tough. And don't look at it like who's in front here. I'm not gonna go into that much detail, I don't think. I'm just gonna put them either A, B, C, blah, 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 not in front of each other. You know what? The Godskin duo, I had not... Like, in fairness, I fought with my Mimic. That's what I'm basing all of... This is my tier list based off my playthrough. But I really didn't struggle with the duo. Like, we did them first try. I don't think that... I think this is base game. I think this is base game looking at what I can see so far. The Black Blade Kindred. Now, this guy, I am sure he's not that bad. But for me... With my blood build and him, like, I probably needed like a strike weapon and I didn't have it. So it, like, again, the same as with this dragon, right? I struggled more on him than I think I could have if I had a better build for him specifically. Do you guys call him Neil? Am I the only person that calls him Nile? Commander Nile? Is he Commander Neil? You don't think he's worthy of A tier? The thing is, I think it's his summons more than anything. I thought he was tough. I thought he was quite tough. I fought him after I beat the base game. I was doing that long Scarlet Rod quest. I ran into him early on and just ran. Fair enough. I thought the Black Blade Kindred was a challenge. I remember that I ran into one of those guys at like the snow area. I can't remember which snow area, but I ran into one of those guys at the snow area. I think it's at the lift. There's one there. And I was like, whoa, hang on. Like, I had to go get some levels and come back for that guy. Or maybe I changed weapons that I leveled up and then came back for that guy. But I remember I had to do something and come back specifically to beat it. Hi G-Boys, how you doing? Welcome on in. Objectively, I would say he's a C. You think Commander Nile is a C tier? Am I just remembering him to be really hard? Okay, I'll put him in B tier. I think if you've played the game once, like, I think if I went back now, knowing what he does, he probably would be B tier. But me going through it for the first time, I was like, holy crap, this is so hard. There's one in the Forbidden Lands before you enter the Giants proper area. Yes. Yeah, I know because the Kindred, there's one in front of the... what do you call it? The guy in Caelid that is in that house. There's one there, and then there's another one at the lift. Yeah, I know which fight you mean. I wonder if they have their own, the duo, like the Kindred duo, right? I wonder if they have their own thingy here. Black Knife Assassin. And any Black Knife Assassin, or is this specifically Tiche? Because if it's Tiche, I have a different opinion on this. I don't think this is Tiche. I think this is just Black Knife Assassins. They're glass cannons. They're glass cannons, I think, for me. Like, they can hit real hard and they're real fast, but they are so easy to stagger. If you get the stagger off on them, they're an F fight. If you don't, they're maybe a D fight. I think. The Beast Clergyman, who you can feed Deathroot to, exactly. Wait, I didn't do that a whole lot much. I know that there was someone who said that there was also like a whole story for the Beast Clergyman there, and we never did anything with it. Like, we fed him the Deathroot twice and nothing ever happened. Besides the rewards. On my Deathless run, he and his summon was causing me a lot of trouble. He's very tough to me. On your... Wait, so how does that... If you die, is it permadeath in a Deathless run? Like, do you have to go back to the start of the game? Or do you have, like, a save file? Like, a save spot that you go back to or something? He isn't unique. They all have the same moves. Okay. I have never seen a Black Knife assassin use the blade thing that she does until I fought Tish in the Everjail. So maybe I just killed them fast enough that they never did it. Is that the case? Do they all do that? Have I just never seen that happen? Poor Beast guy. You have to restart from the start. Oh, jeez, that is tough. Did you do that for the DLC as well? Hey Max, how are you? Welcome on in. We've already showed the keyboard. Well, the packaging. It was a bit easier, but... This one is in front of the Hero Grave in Altus. She has the red blade too. That's really... Well, I think the Black Knife Assassin is a collective here, right? I think it's quite difficult. I had such a hard time with Tish, but all of the other ones I had such an easy time with. So I'll put them in C. But to average it out. That is crazy. How long did that take you, Griffin? All good, Tim. No worries. Bullet, Hound, Knight, Darryl. Okay, so... As a newcomer to Elden Ring and Souls games, fighting this guy was tough at the start. Right? You go in there, you have nothing upgraded, you're running around basically naked, like you found some scraps from other people and that's what you're wearing, that's your armor, you go in there. You have no idea where he went because he's just teleported behind you and then you get hack and slash and you're dead. So this guy, I think for how early he is in the game for someone who's never played a Souls-like, is really tough. Knowing that now, coming back to this game, I think it wouldn't be that bad. But I will say I have fought like beefed up Bloodhound knights later on in the game and even they were still tough. Like the moveset is just rough, right? So I would say this guy is a C fight. But how early on you can fight him? What's the criteria? Bond, there's not really a big... Griffin, thank you for the follow as well. There isn't a specific criteria other than like I'm basing this off of what I know, like what I experienced in my playthrough, not of what like the overall opinion is, because I'm like, this is what I felt with my Mimic Tier or with my Bloodhound Fang. This is how I experienced these guys as a first time playthrough. Bowls Carrion Knight. I don't have too much memories of this guy. I think he was quite strong, but I don't think he took us more than like 5 attempts. Yeah, oh yeah, for tier list for difficulty, sorry, yes. So like how hard we think the fights are with these bosses. Oh, we love Avatar here. I love Avatar. Bowls, we're talking about Bowls, Carrion Knight. I remember him, he's tough, but I don't think he was that tough. Same for Commander O'Neill, but in fairness, I went back to Commander O'Neill after doing the capital one day. The giant, yeah, I don't think he's that bad. I really didn't think he was that bad at all. Commander Neil, same thing. I really didn't think he was that bad. Crucible Knight, now Crucible Knight, I'm putting in B tier, and hear me out. The Crucible Knight is so fucking hard. If you've never played a Souls game, oh my god, for how early on in the game he is, and I still can't fight them. I hate these Crucible Knights, doesn't matter where I find them, whether it's at the start of the game or the end of the game, if I can avoid them, I avoid them like the plague. Oh, the Bell-Bearing Hunters are tough. He's the only one who's made it to A tier, and we're basing it off the Kaelid one specifically. You think he's S tier? I don't know. I think that the Crucible Knight is really tough. If this was the duo Crucible Knight, I don't know if they have their own like little sticker thing, like, or their own little picture. The duo Crucible Knight is like an A or an S tier fight. I actually should go back into the game and try and fight them, because I haven't. I tried in the Hero Grave and I did not go back. Yeah, exactly. They're well, I still don't think they're fun to fight, but two of them is even worse. A lot of people say there's an easy way to fight these guys. I beat the Caleb bell-bearing dude last night and I was way over leveled in my opinion. I got wrecked the second I was 2 meters or more away from him. Yeah, there is a very... I don't even know if there is, honestly, if there is a window. Because if you're close to him, you get hit. And if you try and get away from him, you still get hit. I don't know if you can parry him. I don't know if you can parry him, to be honest. I never tried. So the Crystallians... I don't think they're bad at all. I actually would nearly put them in F tier because I just run at them, hack and slash, and then they fall over and they're dead. Yeah, I think you might not be able to parry the ranged red slashes that he does. I'm not sure. Decaying Exine. I can never say the Enzyx? But this guy, I'm trying to remember. This is not Grail. Grail is the really big one that's dead, right? Or basically nearly dead. I need to sneeze. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's the Rot Dragon, but this is not the really big Mama Dragon, right? This is just the... Is this the one on the bridge? No, it's not the one on the bridge. I think this dragon is... I feel like a little bit bad putting everything in D tier, but again, I don't think... I think overall, all dragons would probably end up in D tier. Maybe besides, just for the fact how hard it is the first dragon. Is it a Ghoula? Azula? No. A Ghoul? The one that you get at the very first in Limgrave. Because you're like, oh, look at those people. They're having a little bonfire in the distance. Oh my god, there's a dragon in every... A Geel, right? Yeah, exactly. Hi, Patata. And CM Dunk, hello? No, I think... purely for how early on you're faced with him and having no idea how to fight a dragon as a newcomer to the game. It's really hard, but overall I would say dragons, like once it clicks, they're like D tier fights. Demi-Human Queen, Margot and Maggie. I thought they were really easy. Agil is very cinematic. That's the thing with the dragons though. Whether or not they're easy fights, they are cool to fight. I always think, like, I always have fun fighting the dragons just because they're cool fights to me. Sorry. I never had struggles with these. This is one of the first bosses that I took down that I was like, oh my god, maybe I'm actually not this bad at the game. Very early on. And I was like, there's like, this was really easy. Maybe I can play this. Dark Eater Madeir. Which one's that? Oh, I don't know. I never played Dark Souls 3. Wow, that's cool. That's such a cool dragon. With the holes in his wings. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Very cool though. I like it. It's like an undead dragon or something. Demi-Human Chief. Which one was that? Oh, isn't that the duo fight? Yeah, isn't this a duo fight? I think, like, Bale, the fight with Bale is amazing, but the best part... There's two things that make Bale's fight amazing. It's Igen in the background shouting. But even more so is the build up. Like, you know, from the moment you get into like the Jagged Peak area that you are up, like something big is going to happen. And the fight itself is great. It's great, but like they build up so much to this fight and it's amazing. Like, that whole area is just dedicated to Bale and I love it. And I'd much rather fight 3 or 4 big dragons on the way up than just like mobs and mobs of little mini bosses the whole time. Curse you, Bale! Oh. Divine Bridge Golem, I mean, these guys are just, like, they're scary the first time, but I think even for a newcomer, it's very easy to take these guys down. You just gotta hit those little footsies. I know the face transition is majestic, the lightning wings, it's so cinematic, that fight. Dragonskin, a soldier of Noxtella. I don't think I've done this guy. Or Dragonskin? Dragonkin. Soldier. I haven't fought this guy. I can't tell you. I've not fought him. He looks cool. For me, he's gotta be in Haven't Tried. Erdtree Avatar? They can be tough. I don't think I've fought either of them, Dunk. I don't think I've run into either of those two. You know, I have come back to these ladies. I always refer to them as ladies, and every time I go back, I'm surprised at how much I actually struggle with taking him down. So much so that I haven't actually taken him down. Like, I'd taken down a couple of them, but some of them I was just like, fuck it, I don't need to do this. I turned around and left, you know? If you came in with strong fire magic, I think you'd have a great time. But if you gotta get in there, like the amount of times I've also run off the edge of the map because I get on Torrent and then I'm like trying to dodge and I run off the edge of the map and I just die because I fell off. Some of them were easier than others, but overall there's some that I just said, I can't be bothered with these. The putrid ones are worse. Yeah. Erdtree Burial Watchdogs, I'm sorry, they're F tier. The duo fight is harder, but just the singular Erdtree Burial Watchdog is really not that bad. Way better than falling into a crumbling ledge and going to sleep, side-eyeing fire. Yeah, that's also such a Souls thing. Like, how would you know about that fight, right? Like, how would you know that even existed to get, like, don't get me wrong, the fight itself is really cool. It's really cool, but it's so hidden, and if it wasn't for like either Google or people in chat telling me where to go. Duo fight is actually easier, can make them fight each other. Oh yeah, with the darts, yeah. I never tried. That's the thing. Based on my experience, I never tried making them fight each other. I think you could do that with Commander Niall as well, right? You can make his summons fight each other, or him. But wait, can you do that with the Godskin duo? Probably not. Right? Surely not. I know you can put them to sleep. Esgar, Priest of Blood. I need a reminder. Oh, with a G. Was he hard? I don't remember. I don't remember if I had a hard time with him. Most Catacomb bosses I don't have too much trouble with. The easier one for me, for the Godskins, is the skinny one. I think he's easier to fight. Okay. I remember seeing him, but I can't remember what the fight was like. If I can't remember, it's probably because it was F tier. Falling Star Beast. Is there a full-grown one? Is it just this one? Because I'll treat this as the full-grown one if there's no other one. I don't see it. I'm assuming this is just a full-grown one then. There's 2 Astals. There is so many bosses, and this isn't even all of them, really, right? This is not 165 or something. There's a lot of bosses. Which Godskin do you guys think is better? This guy, I don't think he's strong. I like this boss because he trots around like a little proud horse, and I think it's really cute. Like, he reminds me, if you just look at the shape of the body, at like a really proud Shetland pony that trots around, like, oh, look at me, or like a really proud little dog. But then they made it out of stone, 10 times the size, and they put a scorpion or like an insect head on it and made it real creepy. But I actually really like these guys. I think they look really, like, in my brain I just see them as like these cute little proud little ponies strutting around. And oh yeah, please have a good meeting. I hope your meeting goes well. But yeah, I struggled a little bit because my weapon wasn't great for them, but me and Mimi eventually took them down with not too much trouble. I never ran into too much trouble with these guys. How can you like the Fatsu rolling? That attack is so... I know, and it just goes on for so long. With that big guy rolling around. No, like, I know it's not even a trick question. The first time I saw one of those Godskin guys, like, stretch themselves out was crazy. I was like, holy crap. You can do that. But honestly, especially if you fight it with a summon, if they just concentrate on the summon, they're not very tanky. They go down in a few hits. Also, Master, hello, and Spooky, hello. How you doing? Welcome on in. What is that emote? Spooky. Top hat, pinching hand? I'm confused. The tracking on it is bullshit too, and it's glitched. He can stop for 1 frame and just go back to rolling in the next run. Yeah, the thing is, I have 4, I want to say 2 of the big ones separately, besides the Godskin duo, and I found those a lot harder than the skinny ones, and then put them together. I think I was extremely lucky. I was extremely lucky to do my Farum Azula duo in one go. Like, I think I had great RNG, and I was like, I don't know why people are complaining about these guys. They're fine. But I don't think I had the true experience. The Fell Twins I haven't done. And then again, this one I haven't done. This is really cool, this fight. I think this fight is really cool. I'm gonna put this in A tier, because it's quite tough. I but A tier also because of how cinematic and beautiful this is. Even though it's super fucking hidden. You're going to California soon? I'm so jealous. Tipping the hat? Yeah, probably. Probably. I didn't see it. I never played Elden Ring. It's too difficult. Unfortunately, I'm not talented as you. I'm just waiting for Black Myth Wukong. Me too! I'm also waiting for it. I know, don't say that. I never played Elden Ring until I did it too. I also thought I wasn't going to be good enough. But Elden Ring, super forgiving. You don't have to be that good. You can literally build a build that is so strong. You're gonna get through it. I am sick, but finally home. How was your trip? The whole area is a metal band cover. I think this whole fight is super cool. It's probably more of a B tier, but I just like dragons a lot, and I want dragon fights to be hard. I know, like, the thing is, you don't have Torrent, right, in this fight? If I maybe you do. Do you have Torrent in this fight? I can't remember. if you do have Torrent in this fight, maybe it's more of a B tier. No? Okay, then it's fine. Because I think Torrent makes the dragon fight so easy. But without Torrent, this becomes a lot harder. I remember I died quite a few times to this guy. Just taking some time off work, have more saved up, then we'll roll into next year. Oh yeah, then you totally should take some time off. You're taking a train to Seattle or LA? How long does that take? There's no Torrent in the Bull Sacks fight. No, I didn't think there was. And therefore, I think it deserves an A tier. I just want it to be an A tier because I think this fight's really cool. Now, the Elden Beast. Elden Beast, the fight with the Elden Beast after Radagon, I didn't want to say it. It's not quite the same, but it's giving me a little bit of that Breath of the Wild Ganon fight, where you fight Ganon initially inside, and it's not that it's hard, you know, but you know, if you do the Divine Beast and stuff beforehand, you start him on half health, right? But the first time you fight him, it's quite tough. It's not an easy fight, and then you beat him and you go outside and he's suddenly this big pork chop that runs around. But it's kind of a joke, that fight. It's kind of a joke. I don't think people ever will die in their Ganon fight when he's in pork chop form, right? And I had a little bit with the Elden Beast the same, that considering the Elden Beast is like the second stage of that fight with Radagon, and Radagon is really tough, and then you put the Elden Beast, who's really cool, and the music is amazing, and it's very cinematic, but it's really a lot easier than some of the other bosses, and that's the end of the game. Yeah, exactly. Radagon is cinematic and beautiful, and it's a cool fight because it's pretty, but not because it's hard. So I think for it to be the last boss of the main game, it's a little bit underwhelming. It's a little bit underwhelming. I think you can you even use Torrent in that fight? I think you can. Yeah, pork chop. He's like a pig, isn't he? Or something like that in his second stage. I've already flown to both Seattle and LA, so a train is a fun way to see the whole stretch of land from the ground. It'll be longer, but the cost is about the same and it'll be very different. How long does it take you, Tim? I wish we had a phase 2 Radagon where he goes apeshit crazy. It would be cool to see him go like domain expansion anime style. Like 2 days? Damn, is it a sleeper train? Yeah, the Beast is only a C tier because it's straight after Radagon. If you came in, you just had to fight the Beast, it would be a D tier. I think. The reason it's harder is because you have to do your resource management, in my opinion, right? You have to do your resource management, and you probably go in more prepared for Radagon than you would go for the Elden Beast. You get a bedroom? That's so cool! They added Torrent in with the DLC patch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had Torrent in my Elden Beast fight, which made it maybe even arguably easier because you just get out of range, heal yourself up, and then you go back in, you tap, 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 and then you just run out again before he can hit you. So, Elemer of the Briar. Elemer of the Briar. Who's this guy? Where do you fight? I feel like I have fought him. Have I fought this guy? Where is he? This looks like Volcano Manor. Castle in Altus. Oh. Where is his location? Oh, is he a variant of a bell-bearing hunter? I feel like I haven't done this guy. Right up with the Shaded Castle. Oh, no, I have. If he's at the top of the Shaded Castle, I have fought him. Is he as hard as a bell-bearing hunter then? Hi, Digima. Welcome on in. How are you? He's just a bell-bearing dude? Oh. I feel like he was easier than this bell-bearing hunter though. Because I don't, like, I consider the bell-bearing hunter there, the Caelid one. But I don't remember this guy so much. And is he there for C tier? Or D tier? He's the OG, all the rest are projections of him? Oh, really? I think I remember dying to this guy a couple of times, going, wait, what the fuck is that moveset? But then also we dealt with him pretty quickly. Like, I feel like the one in Caelid was harder for some reason. I'm gonna leave him on C for now. Vias champions. I thought, if I remember correctly, I did that on my second try. I think Vias champion means the fight with all the summons, right? Yeah, I think, Alexander, with the Elamar fight, I think I might have, well, I'm 90% sure that I was fighting with the Bloodhound Fang, and if I was able to summon Mimi as well, then I would have had a pretty decent time, probably just slicing and dicing through. Vias champions, I did it on my second try, but I think it was more so that I was like, I don't want to fight Roger, and I don't want to fight these guys, they're supposed to be friends. I think it was fine. I think if you did this without a summon, this could be a lot harder. But if you have like, so it can't be like 3-on-1 when you do 2-on-3 and you just focus one at a time, you can get rid of them pretty quickly. It kind of reminds me of the fight with Lida and her people. Now the Fire Giant. Fire Giant was tough. I'm gonna put him in B tier. And I was stuck at this guy for a while. And yes, I actually used Alexander to beat him in the end. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I probably could have made this fight a lot easier if I had changed up my fighting style a bit. He is tough, but like, I don't know. Maybe, am I remembering? I had a really hard time with him, but then, I don't know. Maybe he is A tier. He's not S tier. He's not S tier. You say F tier? No. No, I don't think he was easy for me at all. He was not easy for me at all. Nah. I'm trying to think. The thing is, if I had done this tier list at the time when I was doing the, like, if just straight after this fight, after I finish it, I'll be like, this guy is the hardest guy I've fought so far. He's S tier. But knowing what comes after this guy, I think he's probably B tier. But I don't know if that's a fair way to judge it. I feel sorry for him. Knowing the lore a bit more, I feel really sorry for this guy. I think we've actually, I think he's probably happier being dead than alive, to be honest. I don't know. Back then I would have said S tier, and now I would have said B tier. Hi Arceus, how are you doing?
It's him.
How are you?
I kinda noticed that you're a goat.
How are you? Welcome on in. We'll put the Fire Giant in A tier because I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put a Gil in B tier. And you know why? Like I said, a flying dragon that comes in as soon as you spawn out of the tutorial is crazy if you've never played a Souls game. And it's so cool, it's so cinematic, it catches you off guard, and you are so not ready to fight this guy if you don't know how to play Elden Ring, that this throws you off so much. It's like, here's the tree sentinel that you definitely can't fight. Wait, okay, I've made it past the tree sentinel. Oh look, there's a lake, there's people having a bonfire, it's so cute, let me check that out. Oh, they're all dead, you know? I think it's really cool. I like it. So I'm putting him in B tier, even though if you went back now and you've played the game once, you probably wouldn't have a hard time with him. But the first time is really cool and it's really hard. I'm good, Arceus. How are you doing? Oh, we do have a full-grown Falling Star Beast. Where did I put the other one? Okay. We're doing it like this then. The full-grown Falling Star Beast is going in C tier, and then the younger one is going in D tier. Glintstone Dragon Schmarek. Schmarek. I don't think I fought this guy. I think I ran past him. I'm pretty sure I ran past him. Glintstone. Isn't he in... Is he the one on the lake? Yeah, I haven't fought this guy. I just got the key and ran away. Really? What about... Have you fought the DLC, Digima? And then I said, we'll just open the chest next to the dragon and poof, I'm in Caelid. Wait, what chest is next to Agheel? Is that Agheel? Maybe I've never opened that. I don't think I've ever teleported to Caelid with a chest. The only chest, I think there might be 2 chests that I teleported to. One when took me to like a divine bridge golem in the capital, and then I don't remember where the other one took me. But yeah, I haven't fought this guy, so I can't answer. Godfrey the Gifted. Oh no, I remember, and he's tough. He Godfrey. Oh, not Godfrey. Godfrey the Gifted. Yeah, this guy's tough. I remember this fight. I put him in B tier, to be honest. For down, I used a shield mimic and used heal from afar. Encounter heal mimic, easy fight. Wow, I died. I think over 100 times to Radahn, and we respect. We also had a shield, but we went for the shield and poke. It's just the first boss fight reskinned. Oh, the one that you do straight out of the church? I mean, I died so quick to that guy, I don't even remember fighting him. Now, Godfrey the First Elden Lord. Godfrey, and he's not the spectral version, right? No. So... does this count for Godfrey who goes into like bloodied warrior form as well? Oh, that's Godric. Wait, who's Godfrey then? Am I getting all of these? No, yeah, so this is the guy that goes, yeah. So the first Elden Lord, he goes into bloody barbarian mode at some point. Yeah, I'm thinking of the right person. Pretty tired and my arm's kind of hurting. You don't know why? How's Paddy? He's working. He's in a meeting, so I don't think he's having the best time. But overall, he's good. Overall, he's good. I didn't think... Oh, he's here. Oh, he's here. There you go. You can ask him yourself. There you go. Yeah, I think this is both phases in one. I didn't think this was that bad, honestly. I didn't think this was that bad. I think we did him first try. I feel sorry for him. It was a cool fight. It made me go through my resources, but I'm pretty sure we did it first try. Yeah, if I look at the others here, I think he's in the right area here. He's a cool fight. He's a cool character. The lore is really good, but just for the difficulty, I didn't have too much troubles with him. Godric the Grafted. So Godric, I remember I did him in 4 tries. I would say Margit is a lot harder because Margit poses really the first sort of struggle, the barrier. Like, it's the first big wall that you hit in Elden Ring is Margit. And he's like also, I guess, the big boss that teaches people how to play the game properly. Then Godric is really cool, especially when he like chops off his own arm and stuff, but he wasn't that bad. If I'm looking at some of these other ones, I'm gonna put him in C tier as well. Now this guy is going to D tier. I didn't think he was that hard. The Godskin Duo is gonna go B tier, going a little bit faster. Godskin Noble is also B tier. I think the Godskin Noble makes this a B tier fight, in my opinion. I'm shocked. Why? Who is the Grave Warden Duelist? Oh, this guy. Yeah, okay. Eh. You think? Maybe he should be here with them then. But these two together? The thing is, like, okay, let me put it this way. The Remembrance bosses or the big story bosses, I think, should be harder. I should not be able to do Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, on my first try. You know? And Godric, I did him on my fourth try. Like, I feel like they should be so hard that I get stuck there for 20 deaths. But then the Godskin Duo is like, for being non-story bosses, are quite hard. For a lot of people, the Godskin Noble by himself is really hard for people. So, and then like this random mini boss is sometimes harder than some of the story bosses that have fought in wars and stuff, rather than some random Godskin Noble that was, you know. So does that make sense to me? So that therefore I'm like, well, damn. Some of these random little bosses are harder to fight than like the story bosses. I can hear my fan making sounds in the background. So that's why, like, maybe it's the disappointment in, like, Godfrey, for example, that yes, he's really strong, but I fought mini bosses that were harder. Does that make sense? But yeah, exactly. For example, the Bell-Bearing Hunter and Caelid. Exactly. I think if you put the Caelid Bell-Bearing Hunter up against Godfrey, I think Godfrey would be falling apart. It's also like, we don't all have to agree on it, right? Some people might say, oh, the Fire Giant was so easy. I just kept chopping him and then hiding away and then he didn't get hit and he was so easy to fight and I would put him F tier. Like, I don't know. The Grafted Scion, isn't that the guy that you also fight at the start? Yes, it is. I hate these guys. I just hate the way that they move. It makes me really uncomfortable. I don't like it at all. Yeah. Is it a lady? I guess it looks like a lady a little bit, right? Oh, they're children. Oh, isn't this what... Oh, what's her name? One of the blind girls, she talks about her castle and that they take all of the limbs and stuff from the people that her workers were. Isn't that what the Grafted Scions are? From her workers and I guess children then? Rodrika, yeah. This guy I think was he was also D tier. Kindred of Rot. Is there a boss that's just this guy? I don't think I've done a singular... No, I don't think I've done this. Huh. Is this hard? Is this a hard fight? I don't think I've done this guy. Like, I've done, like, just mobs of these, but not a, like, a boss fight. Hey yo, a bot named Tim. It's a trash mob. Yeah, but, like, I guess it's also, like, a boss in a cave. I know what they fight like in a mob, as a mob, like, just in the world. Yeah, I don't think I would put this very high, but I haven't fought it, or I can't remember fighting it, so therefore I'll just put it in haven't tried. This guy, I actually really liked this fight. I thought it was really cool because of the sort of the lore behind this fight. It wasn't too hard. I think he becomes more annoying when they just start using him as a mob in like Haligtree and in the DLC. I think they might use him once or twice as well. As a mob boss, really annoying. As the end boss of the end of a no, what was it? Castle or fort. I thought this was a great fight. I really enjoyed it. It's for how early in the game it is, it was C tier, I think. Yeah, they drop a really good weapon. That is true. They drop a really good weapon. Lich Dragon Fortisax. Is that the really weak dragon? Is this the weak one? In Fire's Dream? Have I not? I don't think I've fought this in Fire's Dream. Does anyone, I know this is a bit of a big question, but anyone who's... Oh, is this where he comes? I can't remember fighting this guy. Is it possible that I have not fought this guy because I didn't fully do her quest line? I did come to this place and I fought like Roger and some of the other people. Hi Rez, thank you for lurking on the mobile, I appreciate it. I don't think I fought this. I can't remember there being a dragon there. There could have been, I don't remember, but if it's possible that he doesn't get summoned, then I don't think I have fought him. I don't know if anyone can confirm. Tim's saying it's optional? I don't think I progressed it. Oh, yeah, okay. I never fought him then. It's hidden. Okay, we never fought him. I was gonna say. Lion Guardian. There's a couple of these. Where is he a boss? Where is he considered a boss on his own? Stormville Castle? I know that he's in Stormville Castle, but you can just run past him. And now boot up the game. She's not there anymore, Tim. I can't go back. Maya's dead and gone. She's not on her bed anymore. Apparently, I thought he was like a sort of like a overworld mob boss, but not a yeah, he's optional kitty. He's really cool. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a cool concept. He's D tier in my opinion. You can? But she's not there. Can I still go to her? Loretta, Knight of the Halic Tree. Okay. I can't remember ever seeing a boss. No, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I went back and the game did it after I beat it. I can't remember, Tim. I think she's not even in her bed anymore. Do I just talk to the bed? Or do I go to the place where the fight happens? She's still underground. Underground? Pardon? What does that mean she's still underground? Loretta. Maybe Fire is dead now. But that's what I thought. I thought she wasn't in her bed anymore. I did find her, yes, I did fight her champions underground. Is she there now? Because after we set the tree on fire, I don't think she was left in the round table. Oh, okay. Right, there might be another criteria. Fire is waiting for you. The thing is, she's waiting to hug us. Oh. Well, we are Elden Lord now. But the thing is, I loved Elden Ring, but I will say, like, I respect to fight Radahn with the shield and poke, but that is not my fighting style. Like, I wouldn't want to play the whole game like that, so now I've been a bit like, okay, that's done now. If I pick up Elden Ring, it's not in that form, you know? She was right there when you're fighting her champions? Really? She didn't leave? She is his companion? Oh my god, okay. I didn't notice her. I mean, I did see... What is that thing in the tree meant to be anyway? Hello? Like the mermaid? It looks like a mermaid, doesn't it? This thing? What even is that? It's like... Is that Fire herself or something? It's just creepy. The tree is Godwyn? Oh. It looks like a mermaid. I mean, they all have these faces as well, right? Oh, why does he look like that? That's a good question. Why does he look like that now? And why does it look like a mermaid in a tree when it's for Vaya? He's a fish now. But yeah, does he not look like a mermaid? Here, look. It's a mermaid. That's what it is. I know this is artwork that somebody else made. This is so creepy, actually. Giant true god form based on his corpse's skull. Ew, it's so gross. They're like suggesting he's got like fins around his face and I guess a third eye. But yeah, look, this is this. Basically. Ew. Anyway, Loretta. Loretta is a cool fight. She's tough. I'll put her in C tier, I think, for now. It's because his soul dies, but not his body. But why is his face in so many of the other trees then? Is it because they're all connected to the main tree in Vaya's dream? miss exhausting her dialogue after beating her champions, so I didn't fight that Lich Dragon until I was checking bosses off the list. Right. Maybe you've done the others questline more than I have? I don't understand that. What does that mean when a demigod soul dies but the body does not? Like how medically, right? Isn't that kind of what happened to or is it the other way around? For Ranni, where she burned her body but her soul still existed? His influence is spreading like COVID in tree trunks. Mad Pumpkinhead. These guys are fine. These guys are honestly fine as long as you don't hit them on the head. Mimic tier F. You can cheese this so easily. Miranda the Blighted Bloom. I fought Miranda the Blighted Bloom at level 180 something because I forgot that this person existed, so they were an F tier fight for me. Mog the Omen is... Ooh, Mog the Omen or Mog the Lord of Blood. I had a harder time. Mog the Omen is... Wait. So I get it right? Mog the Omen is in the sewers, yes. The Miranda, I didn't fight Miranda until level 180. I skipped Miranda, so I had a very easy time with Miranda. I know I'd be ridiculously early with this question, but is any one of you planning of visiting TwitchCon 2025 Rotterdam? Ooh, yeah, you are very early by asking. For me, it depends really on how Twitch goes for the next year. If I have it's like all of my friends that I went to TwitchCon with 2 years ago don't stream anymore. And like, if I had a lot of people that I could meet at TwitchCon, then that is the reason I would go for the people, not for the con itself. It's just a good meeting place. Like if Tim said, fuck it, I'm coming to Europe again and this person is going, then I would be like, yeah, I also want to go. But if it's like just me, I wouldn't go on my own, right? I would treat it as like a meetup for a lot of people that I'd like to meet, then I would go. But if it's just me, for myself, I would be like, no. I think it's No, I think we went in 2022, didn't we? Tim, didn't we go in 2022? Also for Mog, now I had a harder time with Mog the Omen than Mog the Lord of Blood. And I don't know if that's because Mog the Omen is resistant to every damage type. Yeah, it's 2022, yeah. I miss Onion and Eagle in the gang. I know. I'm very blessed to still speak to them nearly every day. I thought this guy was harder than this Mog, to be honest. I had a harder time with this one than this one. What do you guys think? I feel like this one is the cooler fight. But yeah, I understand Arceus. I understand what you're saying. I'm very lucky I get to still hang out with them because we're still friends and stuff. But if you look at this list, like I have not put a single person in S tier yet. That's true. Lord of Blood does have cool black wings. This is true. The problem... Okay, so the problem I'm having is I want to put Mog in A tier, but this one... Oh. This Mog is harder, but this one's cooler. So maybe they can be... Like, this feels a little bit wrong, but I had a harder time with... Yeah, Sewer Mog I had a harder time with, but... Lord of Blood Mog is cooler to fight. And now knowing that it goes into the DLC as well. Magma Worm. Magma Worm is a cool fight. It's hard. The very first one that I did, I thought was really hard, and I was very glad to have summons available for this guy. I do. I mean, we're both privileged. We get to hang out with each other. Yes, we get to hang out every day. Well, we live together. I hope so. Just like that harder time with Soldier of Godric was compared to Radagon. You had a harder time with the Soldier of Godric. I mean, that's fair though, because you come in, you're like, if you don't know how to play the game yet, and it's your first boss, it's tough if you don't know. The thing is, the Magma Worm, once you've beaten him once, you fight him elsewhere, it's not that bad. You try to punch him. Did you not have a weapon? That's funny. And then you go into the world and you realize, oh my god, there's so many soldiers of Godric everywhere. Shit. This guy, when I first fought this guy, I was like, this is so cool. This is so cool, this fight. I loved this fight the first time, when you do it after the lift. Mr. Rumdum, welcome on in. Fight for your friends. Okay, now here are we going. I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella. Right? There's no way she's not in S tier. The lore, the fight itself, the way the betrayal when you realize that she gets held back every time she hits you, the waterfowl, like everything that she does, and then that stupid voice line that you hear 50 times because you die all the time. I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella. You know? I think this is an S tier fight. She's so cool. Her moveset is cool, it is tough, it is hard. I think she deserves S tier. She's our first S tier. And like, yes, you can summon and it can either work for you if you stagger her, or it can go backwards real hard. It's so anime, this fight. This fight is so anime and it's so cool. And it's like, just her clicking her arm in and I'm like, I am undefeated, you know? It's such a cool fight. Malekith. Oh, okay. Oh, now we're getting into the I can't believe we've had like just an S tier, but I would nearly say the plot twist from going from Beast Clergyman to Malekith, and this guy just domain expansions on you as soon as he's like, okay, let me take a stretch, let me take my cloak off, and then he just like, and the way he like climbs onto like the pillars and stuff, and he just jumps down at you. He's so cool. Malekith is F tier for sure, right? I also do Dunk. I was using his armor until I was forced to like switch armor out because I was struggling so much. But everywhere else, I was wearing his armor because it was my favorite thing. I know. You're like standing there behind the pillar. You're like, I like to think that if it was real, like you just like peek around the pillar and he's just there like, and all you can see is his blade swinging around like crazy, and you're like, okay, he's not done yet, I'm gonna wait and hide here again. This MIDI list is real. This MIDI list. This is a real list, but it's not this MIDI list. Welcome on in, Tsukasa. Yeah, Mimi is the real Elden Lord. Now, Margit. Margit, I'm gonna explain why Margit is an A tier, right? Margit is the first wall that you walk into in your first ever Souls game, if Elden Ring is your first game. And up until this point, you've probably hit some walls, but they were always things that you could walk around. You know, even Margit, in theory, you can walk around, but Margit is forgiving enough that it can be a really easy fight if you know what you're doing. But I think a lot of people, for the first time, they come to Margit, they're like, oh shit, there's a cutscene, this is clearly something that I haven't done yet. This is gonna be different, and he has so many different combinations. For distance or close range, he can change targets. He like has so many follow-up combos that like for the first time, you're like, oh shit, how do I read this guy? And you go in and you die, you go in and you die, you go in and you die. And then also the amount of times you die to the freaking gravity, because it's actually you're fighting on a pretty narrow bridge, right? I think he deserves A tier. Yes, you probably go back the second, third, fourth time. If you replay the game, you're like, oh, Mark, it's not that hard. But if you play it for the first time, this is really tough. Was Margit in Dark Souls 3? Oh no, he smacked you back to Dark Souls 3. I thought you said Margit smacked me back in Dark Souls 3. Okay. How far this wonderful protege of mine has come. Have you finished Elden Ring, Dumpling? Have you finished the DLC? No, Malekith is amazing. It's look, I'm not basing these fights just on how fun they are, because I mean, I can't say I had fun dying to Malenia over and over again, but it's a real cool fight. We'll be getting back into it soon. Nice. How far into it are you now? Whereabouts are you? You won't have any spoilers here. This is all base game, so. Morgoth, the Omen King. Morgoth, the Omen King. Where do we fight Morgoth again? I'm trying to remember. Isn't Morgoth in before? Do you not fight Morgoth before you fight Godfrey? Yeah. Dragonstorm floating area. I'm just putting him in B for now for a second because I'm trying to think. Dragonstorm floating area in the DLC. Do you mean the Jagged Peak? Are you in the Jagged Peak? I feel like there's a difference between yes I did it and finally. Yeah, I agree. But I think you can still have a combination of both as well, of like, yes I did it, I'm fucking glad that's over though. You know? I'm trying to remember this guy's moveset. I can't remember. Morgoth the Fell. I'm getting used to this new keyboard and I keep pressing the wrong keys. I don't think he was that bad. Was he bad? What do we think? Was he hard? I know this fight. I don't think he was that bad though. Do I think he's worse or better than Godfrey? I think is the big question, because they're right after each other, right? He does have a very cool curved blade. I agree, I got it. I never used it, but I did buy it, because I thought I might. It looks like he dipped it in petrol. I might have to swap. No, I think then Godfrey also has to be B tier. I think these two go together. I think then they go together. In that case, if I'm putting Morgoth in B, then they go together in B. Also, yes, there's not. They're not after each other. There's like, are they? Oh yes, because you come back to the capital. Yeah, it's the same arena. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to remember now. I went through the capital and then the first time, and then you fight Morgoth, right? So the capital itself sucks to get through. I had quite a hard time navigating the capital and fighting the shitty little bosses all the way up there, and then to get to Morgoth and go, this guy isn't that bad. all of that for all the way up here to fight this guy and he's not that bad. I'll leave him in B tier, but I did feel about it that way. Dumpling, I didn't have a bad time too much with the Godskin duo. I didn't have too much of a bad time with them, in fairness. I did, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can also sleep them as well. I think that is also very helpful. I just think I had a good time because I think me and Mimi doubled down on the skinny one first, and we killed him really fast, and then we could focus on the big guy together. And I think one time when he was rolling, I think he focused my summon instead of me. So I lived, I just healed back up, and then when he was done rolling, we just attacked the shit out of him and he just died. And then the skinny one came back. We were like, well, you're not that bad. You're the easier one anyway. So yeah, I didn't have too much of a trouble with them, but they can be really tough. Who's next? Knights Cavalry. They're not too bad. I've had times where I was like, oh, this is really easy, and then other times where I was a little bit underleveled. I think they're C tier. It's hit and miss. It depends when you run into them. If it's bad timing, it can really suck. Nox Duo, I haven't done these, I don't think. Have I? Wait. Where the hell are these guys? Bloodhound style is based on the daddy boss from Dark Souls 1. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I don't think I've done these, guys. I don't remember. I don't think I fought these. Okay, Omen Killer. I don't remember much about him either. I have done him. Oh, okay, yeah. He wasn't too bad. They hit hard, but you can kill them pretty fast. He's maybe D tier. Not bad. Onyx Lord. Isn't he the creepy guy that looks like, yeah, I think he looks like, a tall Smeargle. No, I don't, Dumpling, because I've never played Dark Souls 1, but it's interesting to think that they took a boss and took the Bloodhound Fang from the Dark Souls games. That's pretty cool. What did people think? Was he hard? Is this guy strong? I don't remember this guy very much. I remember seeing him and thinking, you look like a tall Smeargle. What, 8 Onyx Lords versus Radagon? Oh, is this an elf? Oh, yeah, I guess he's got the elf ears, doesn't he? If we don't remember, they just go into D tier, I think. Or F tier. Worst mini boss? Perfume Tricia? Perfume Tricia. I don't think I fought this person. Where are they? She's a tough fight. I don't think... Is this an optional fight? I don't remember fighting this person. Putrid Tree Spirit. I hate these guys. I'm between B and C tier, and you know why? Okay, you know what? I would put this in A tier if it was a trio in the Ash Capital. The trio of them, I haven't beaten them. I don't think I've fought Tricia, so I don't think I've tried her, so I'm gonna put her in haven't tried. But the Putrid Tree Spirits, they are really tough. I would, like, if I had a low end and a high end, I would say the Archery Avatar would be low end, and then the Putrid Spirit would be on the high tier for me. I'm not doing it. They are both C tier, but there would be like a half a level in between them, I think, because I have such a hard time telling the front and the back of these guys, and I just get slammed into a wall and then I can't see, and I'm fighting the camera more than I'm fighting the monster. So for me, I never have fun fighting them. And it's not just you don't fight them once, they are repetitive beasts or bosses in the game, and I just don't like them. There's a beastman in the boss room as well. Oh, I think that makes the fight even worse in that case. But no, I haven't I don't think I've encountered her, so I can't say anything. Radagon. Radagon's gotta go in S tier. It's a super cool fight. He's so anime. The whole arena is like a domain expansion. He's really tough. He made me go back and have to level up, change my strategy, look at my talismans, look at my armor. I had to go through all of these things. I still refused to respec, and we did it, and it was fine. But he was really tough, and I had to try and go back to other things, get some more levels, try again, like... I don't know, where's the Crucible? Where's the Duo Crucible? Maybe they don't exist. Rather daddy. The weak Ember Giants are from the Dark Souls as well. The weak Ember Giants. Which ones are those? Red Wolf of Radagon. This is an interesting fight. I would put this in B tier because I thought it was quite tough, actually. I had to even, I think I tried this guy and I was like, this is quite hard. Like, especially the one that you do in the academy, because I think there might be two versions of this. It might not all be called of Radagon, but the guy that you fight in the academy, I think the problem with him is that I ended up in the wall a lot or in a corner, and I just got staggered. I just couldn't get away from this thing. I just was stuck in the corner and he would two-shot me the whole time. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of the one, this one looks like it's the one in the academy, doesn't it? If I look at the background. I know there's a couple in the outside world, but this one, the non-optional one, if you want to do Renala. Rykard is, I don't really know. Best part of Radagon is how he parries their spells. Like, wait, does he parry spells? I don't know, I didn't really use spells on him. I was not really using the magic as much. That shithead was slow, like a drunk from a pub, easy fight. Remember the NPC night mini boss from the entrance of Ranni's boss room? Ranni's you mean the red one? The red shadow? Is that the one you mean? It's actually not on here. I don't know what the name of it was. I don't think, if we're thinking of the same thing, I don't think that boss is on this list. I don't think he's like a boss officially. Isn't it like a shadow version of Blade? The one that you're talking about? Because that's what I'm thinking of. You say that. Rykard is... Rykard isn't that hard, but it's such a funny fight. And you have like it's a bit of a gimmick with the spear, and I think it's really funny. It's a really funny fight. He's not that hard. You can just stagger him over and over again. As long as you've got enough stamina, you can stagger him, and not a lot happens. You just gotta be fast with it. He's really not that hard. Like, I kind of want to put him in C tier, but I just think his fight is so funny and his voice acting is so funny, I kind of want to put him in B tier. The red NPC, those guys suck because they're tougher than the bosses. He was really tough, but I don't think he has a spot here. I don't see him. Scaly Misbegotten. F tier, sorry. Sir Gideon. Sorry, he is dead before he's finished talking. He doesn't do anything. He's just chatting you to death. Soldier of Godric. I think he is a D tier until you walk out into the normal world and realize they're everywhere. Spirit Caller Snail. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Definitely S tier. That's funny. Spirit Caller Snail. This Spirit Caller Snail, it's not a hard fight once you figure out what is happening. I was fighting the guy, I think the guy that was summoned by the Spirit Caller. I defeated him twice before I went, I'm doing something wrong here. The Spirit Caller Snail itself is an F tier, but for the gimmick, I give it a C tier. Because, like, it tricked me for a while. My brain did not... The brain cells did not rub quick enough. So I was made a fool out of this thing. I don't think I've done this one. I don't think I've done... I did the smaller version of this, but not this one. Renala. She's an easy A tier for me. Not her first phase, obviously her second phase. Her first phase I'm not even gonna think about, but I'm trying to think, why is it not an S tier? And I think it's, once you figure it out, like, she's a glass cannon, right? And she's not that hard to stagger. You have to learn the pattern. But she's not that hard. She stands still quite a lot. A vampire or zombie or Fallout? Zombies if they're the slow zombies. I think I'm gonna leave her an A tier for now. She's definitely an A tier fight. Also, how cool it is when you go into like her Moon Prime form. You're not happy with it, Griffith? I think this is fair. All right, we're getting slowly towards the end. Royal Knight Loretta, her spirit. Where did I put her? B tier? Where did I put Loretta? Where's she at? Here. No, I think she should be in B tier and she should be in C tier then. Vampire is the easiest? How come Vampire is the easiest? I died a few times, I think, to the spirit form of Loretta. Just trying to learn her moveset. She's hard, but she's not that hard. She's very manageable. Royal Revenant. These guys suck. I don't think I've fought one in a boss room though. Where do you fight this guy as a boss? Yeah, I hate these guys. They really suck, but I don't think I fought him as a boss. Which catacomb is this? Like, for a mini boss, like an overworld mob boss, these guys suck. They are so annoying, they do so much damage, they can attack you so fast you get staggered, and they can teleport. This is not the one that you fight at the start of the game, right? No. Tim, I think the one you're talking about, the grafted. You're talking about this guy. This is someone else. They all have a lot of limbs, but they're different. Yeah, this is the Scion. This is the starting area. I'm pretty sure this is the starting area. This is... I don't know where this guy is, but I fought them in the overworld because sometimes they just pop up. I know that they're in the Alex Tree, I think they are. And they might even be in the DLC as well. And I know they suck ass. They're really annoying. But I don't think I've done him in the boss version. Rune Bear. Have I have done the Rune Bear. I think this was quite hard. Was this a B tier fight? Am I remembering the Rune Bear right? It helps me when I see the arena. Is this... Oh, wait. Is this in the cave? Near Vaya's... Is this the one in the cave under Vaya's, like, fight place? If you heal next to them in their... You take their health. Oh, really? That is so cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Which one is the Rune Bear? I think the Rune Bears are cool fights, and I think they deserve a B. Okay. Radahn. Radahn... I don't know what I think about Radahn because I fought him with the whole army, all of the summons I got out for Radahn, and he really wasn't that bad. But is that a fair way to judge him? You like the music vibes? I do as well. What are we actually listening to? It's lo-fi something. Lo-fi covers of popular songs, no copyrights. 2022 mix. Radahn, does Radahn just need his own Radahn's just Radahn above S tier? Radahn is actually, you know what? Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Oops. Where does he go? This is Radahn. Plus poor horse. Did anyone ever think what happened to the horse between the DLC and the main game? Yeah, Radahn in DLC version is like... well, he could still fit into this, to be honest. In his own category as best lore. But I feel so... like... Radahn, I feel the most sorry for out of all of these bosses. He seemed the fairest person. And I feel like he got fucked over twice by his own family. And he was just... like, they even show him fighting Malenia, right? And they show him standing proud and waiting for her to pull herself together. Because it clearly seems that he has the upper hand, and then she decides to nuke him and all of Caelid. Right? That's the only way to beat him. It's just gone batshit crazy after that. And he still manages to look after his horse. Leonard is a happy horse in heaven? I hope so. I felt so sorry for the horse. And people were asking in somebody else's stream when they were fighting Radahn in the DLC, what happened to the horse? And I was like, clearly the horse must be dead, right? Because we killed Radahn. No one else was there to look after the horse, because the horse must have died with Radahn. The horse didn't get revived. I'd like to see Leonard in his prime. Is there a picture? Also, why did Radahn become so freaking massive? His horse was always that size, surely. Like, I understand his whole, like, gravity magic, and that's how he rides his horse, but wouldn't he have had a bigger horse to start with? Concert of Leonard? I think Leonard needs to be a boss here as well. Stone Digger Troll. Have I? What, this guy? Oh, these, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, by the time you fight this guy, F tier, right? You fought so many of these guys by the time, well, I fought so many of these guys. By the time that I got there, this was not hard at all. Radahn, they really, out of all of the bad that happened in the lands between, I feel the most sorry for Radahn and his story. Tibia Marner. These guys are honestly a bit of a joke. It's nice, easy money. It's easy money to go fight these guys quickly, but they're really not that hard. Tree Sentinels. It depends when you fight the Tree Sentinel. If you try and fight the Tree Sentinel and you beat him if you played Elden Ring for the very first time as your very first Souls game, and you run into the Tree Sentinel and you decide to just fight him until you beat him at level 1, I would say this guy is an S tier fight, because you do so little damage to him and you're just learning it. But yeah, it's a great barrier unless you know to just run around him. But later in the game, I wouldn't say he's S tier. I think some of them are harder than others. I want to put him... What else do we have? They are continuous barriers in the game. No matter where you go, a lot of these Tree Sentinels end up being buffed up, or they put 2 of them in front of you. They continue to be barriers every time I go anywhere. So they are a great marker to show how far you've come. I'm gonna put them in A tier, because every time that I run into one, I'm like, oh shit, these are still tough. Until I got into the DLC, I was like, these are quite tough. I think A is appropriate. From RL1 perspective, to me, he is B. From casual, to me, he is C. What is RL1? I just think that, like, it's... like, obviously, running past the first Tree Sentinel, coming back 20 levels later is a little bit different than... Like, I look at it as every time I encounter a Tree Sentinel, I'm like, oh, here's another nice hole in the road. Oh, level 1. Level 1. I just think, like, overall, every time I run into one of them in the base game, I'm like, oh shit, these guys are still tough. They've buffed them up again. The only time I got really lucky was with the one in front of the Leyndell Capital. Rune level 1. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Tree Sentinels are Knight Cavalry. I think they're the slightly thicker version of Knight Cavalry, in my opinion. Valiant Gargoyle. Wait. Oh, it's the duo fight. Yee, okay. Where did I put the Kindred one? Is he in C tier? Okay, the duo sucks. They're B tier then. Wormface, D tier. I never fought the Abductor Virgins. Adan, Thief of Fire. I think he was D tier. Alabaster Lord. Isn't Alabaster Lord the same as the Onyx guy? Yeah. I think they're the same to me, no? Where is the... Yeah, they go together in D tier. Okay. Yeah, Black Knife Tish. She gets her own thing here. So, where did I put the first one? I think I put them quite high, didn't I? Because I thought it was all of them together. Tish, for me, was an A tier fight. But I might have to reset wherever I put the other one then. S, in your opinion? She was really tough. Oh, did I? Yeah, no, I did put her on A. She's not Millennia tough, though, is she? Or, but she is maybe Malika tough? I think A... You don't remember her fight? Maybe you were just so fucking strong, Tim, that you just... Like, I had so much of a trouble with her. Where did I put the other Black Knife Assassins, then? Just want to see if I still agree with my previous C tier. Okay, yeah, they can be C tier, she's A tier. That's fine. I see that after your absence, you're trying to uphold some sort of streaming schedule again. Oh yeah, no, we've been pretty good at sticking to our streaming schedule for the most part. Honestly, that's not for me to say, Arceus, because that's his thing. But I would just say keep an eye out, you know, you're in his Discord, right? I would just say keep an eye out. I was surprised that I had her spirit. I was like, oh, I see her full. I can't believe that you had such an easy time with her. If you don't get hit, I think she's also like the others. Like, she is a bit of a glass cannon, but like I had such a hard time actually getting a hit in on her, and she would mess my day up. Ancestor Spirit. I have fought this one, but I came in over leveled. You probably did. You probably did, Tim. Were you running with a Bloodhound Fang back then still? Do you remember? I'm gonna put this guy... It's a really cool fight, but it's not that hard, but it's quite cool and it's different. Ancient Hero of Zamor. I don't think I did that one. Ancient Hero of Zamor. Have I? No, I think I have. Oh, he's like this. They're these guys. Oh. I don't remember if I had a hard time with this. I really can't remember. It's probably a lower level, like a early game area, is it? That he's in. I imagine heavy weapons would work the best on her, Tim. I'm 1,000 Discord channels, but I still miss everything of importance. You could make it so that that one isn't muted, because I can tell you that that Discord server is very quiet. So you just have to make it so that one isn't muted, so you would actually see if there's a notification in that one specifically. That's what I would advise, but it's not my place to say. I can't remember, so I'm gonna put you in D tier. Okay, so we have two Astals here, and I can't remember which one's which. Natural Born of the Void and Stars of Darkness. Ooh, what did you have for food though? I can't remember which one's which. Astel is a recurring boss in Elden Ring. For the non-boss variant, see Withered Astel. Natural Born of the Void. Okay, okay, so this one is the easier one, I guess? Ainsel River. But this one drops Remembrance. I think I would put them together in the same category. I think they're C tier fights for me, both of them, if I remember correctly. That's it! That's it, we've done it, guys. Should I take a screenshot? I think I should. There we go. Or maybe I can save it somewhere. Share on Twitter. View community rank. Save or download. Download image. Elden Ring tier boss. Cool. Yay, list done. It took me a while to get through that, didn't it? Wow. Why my messages are not sent? Did you send a really long one? Patata, if you send a really long message, you might have exceeded Twitch's allowance. So you might have to break them up. I honestly don't even know if I'm in Max's Discord. I seem to remember me saying that I already joined way too many channels for me to keep up with one in a lifetime. Well, if there is an announcement, if there's an official announcement and you ask me again, then I can tell you. But as of right now, there is nothing official. Nothing has been said, so it's not my place to say. Not too long, 5 to 8 words. Oh, maybe Twitch is just having an error. I don't see anything. I see your message, but why is it not sent? But I don't see anything before that, so you can try again. If you can copy paste it in again. Twitch has been weird today. Oh, I haven't really been on Twitch much today, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was bad. It usually is. It usually is. It's a hair. Get out of my face. God. Getting attacked by my own hair. Still feel like I'm getting attacked. So charming. As I sent this message, I had to try 3 times. Oh, that is weird. Yeah, maybe. Oh! Oh! Oh, you did it to yourself. Okay. I had 2 or 3 messages alert saying message failed to send when I've chatted at varying lengths, mostly short. That is weird. Maybe Twitch is just having a hard time today. Okay. Well, that is that. Now what? Do we do a game? Do we... What would you guys like to see? Would you rather go to a just chatting type of thing? Or would we rather maybe... I can play Overwatch, but I feel like most people wouldn't want to see that. It's been doing that since yesterday. They could have a server problem. I've had a lot of issues with my internet over the weekend, and I was blaming the internet, but actually no, it has to be the internet because it's not just Twitch. Like, I've had issues on Discord, I had issues with connecting to games on Overwatch. Like, it's been really bad, and I think it's an internet issue on my part because Max has had the same issue. You're vibing with whatever? That's cool. I'm happy with that. We literally have a game to go into tomorrow, right? And I completely understand that there's maybe not the same people that were hanging out for Elden Ring there for that. I completely get that. But I've never had a stream where I just don't do anything specifically. Patata, we're doing Black Myth Wukong next. I can show you all the trailer and I can go grab a drink in the meantime. I'll show you guys the trailer. Wukong trailer. And then I can go grab a drink and go to the toilet because I've been needing to do that anyway. Final trailer. Let's do this one. Oh, hang on. I'll turn off the music. Okay. All right. You guys watch that. I'm gonna quickly go to the toilet and grab myself another drink as well because I'm quite thirsty because I've been doing a lot of talking. But you guys can watch this for a second. I'm very excited for this. We're playing this as of tomorrow. Back. What are we thinking so far? Do we like it? I know, right? So far it looks worthy game of the year. It is giving Ghost of Tsushima. That's another one on my wish list. It looks really good. And it's based on real life lore of Sun Wukong, which is in the Chinese mythology. And yeah, so this is, I don't know what else is other minutes of content, but it's based of Sun Wukong, which is about, I think there's like a rock, and out of this rock comes a monkey, and he then becomes part of another monkey clan, and he leads them. He becomes the king of the monkeys. But I haven't fully finished watching the lore story, so I don't want to say too much about it yet. The only concern I have with the game specifically is that it's more like a preassumed concern, and it's not like, I don't know what to go off of here. But the developers, the company behind this, they've only done mobile games before this, right? So this is their first like AAA style game. No, I haven't. I have never heard The Legend of Sun Wukong. I was watching a video about it, but then I had to start streaming, so I actually didn't finish watching it. So I'm gonna watch it before tomorrow. So no spoilers yet, because I'm literally watching a video about what the lore I should know before playing the game, because I don't want to accidentally spoil the game for me by watching or hearing about the whole lore. So I'm just hoping to see the one video that I was watching, so don't tell me yet. But regardless, anyway, so the developers of this game, they only previously did stuff with mobile games. So this is a pretty big step into a big different direction. Doesn't mean it's not going to be good, but that's my only we'll see how it goes. But so far it looks really good. So I'm very excited for this. Just walked home in the Smitty rain, soaking wet is Smitty pain, trying to stay Smitty sane. Why does so many things rhyme with my name? Yes, so Goku, I think, is also based off Sun Wukong. Yeah. Yeah, I also heard about that. I think it was Rez that told me that, actually. Hi, Matter. Are you playing Wukong? We will be tomorrow. It literally drops tomorrow. I've pre-ordered it already. I haven't downloaded it, actually, so I need to... I'll be awake at midnight, so hopefully... Is there a specific time? Like, is it based off American time zone, or does it just drop at 12 a.m. at midnight, anywhere in the world? I don't actually know, because it doesn't say. What time does Wukong release? Time and date. Will I be awake tonight when this releases? $3 a.m.? I'm in 4 a.m. No! Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I will have to make sure that I download all of this. Yeah, I've already got it, Rez. I just can't download it yet. That's the issue. So if it releases at 4 a.m., somebody just told me that the download... Wait, let me look up on Steam how big the download is. Somebody told me 128 gigs, and that's a lot. Yeah, they're right. 128 gigabytes. That is crazy big. That is nutty. How long would that take me to download? How long would... If somebody with good internet and knowledge of this, how long does 128 gigabyte take to download? Like, I'm just trying to think how early I need to wake up tomorrow morning before stream to download this. Because I'm not going to be... Hopefully not going to be up at 4 a.m. I don't want to be up at 4 a.m. just to click download on the game. You know? My internet speed is around 800 usually. Download. But the thing is, I can download it on my SSD. Because if I download it on my SSD, it'll be quicker. If I download it on my HDD, it gets limited to my HDD download speed. If I download it on my SSD, it's probably going to be quicker. Most games I usually download on my HDD, because it is the bigger drive that I have. But maybe in this case, I'll do it on my SSD. Should be fine. I've got space on there too. It'll be fast 15 minutes? Oh, okay, we'll be fine then. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I think if I don't have to get up at 8 a.m., right, to start downloading this. I can just get up and not stress. No, 15 minutes, 128? Maybe Google can tell me. How long to download 150? Download time calculator. Oh, okay. 128, download speed 800. Oh. Okay. Wait, where's the enter? Send this result. Where's the result? That's oh, hang on. I'm an idiot. 21 minutes. That's why I was an idiot. Yeah, okay. I was like, there we go.
Oh, hey
Hi
there,
Marty,
happy
thank you for the
2016.
follow. Welcome on in. Yeah, no, I didn't see that. It's megabit. That's what I've got, right? So this is fine. Megabits. Per second. Yep. Let's do an internet speed test. It's usually around 800. Oh, I wish maybe it's because I'm live. I promise you, I did one earlier because I had to take out my Ethernet cable. If it's 470, it shouldn't be 470. Maybe it's because I took my Ethernet cable out? My internet's but even then, it's still fine. It's so inconsistent. Do you see what I mean? Now we've gone up to 700. Is this normal? Did it so inconsistent? We just went from 470 to 720? No, so the reason I can't pre-install it is because I got it through CD keys and they don't give me the code to the game until the day that it releases. I could Patata, but then I have to go through the Danish language and then I have to talk to everybody in Danish. I don't even speak Danish, but it's just like 10 more steps, it feels like, to do complaining and being a Karen to companies that don't naturally speak your language. Give me the phone. Yeah, Marie, can you call them for me? Tell them we're not actually getting the speed that we pay for. I was supposed to get 1,000, and I have a Cat 7 Ethernet cable, so I have like I have the stuff to make it work. Yours is 55 up, down, and 1.6 up. Yeah, that yours is slow, Marty. I remember when I was who remembers when I was streaming from the pub? It was like I had like 5 download and 2 upload. It was so bad. I could just about go live on Twitch. I was just about able to go live. And the reason that it worked is because I was streaming stuff like the Switch. So stuff that didn't, like, the only thing that needed internet was me streaming. And then I could just like display like the game that I was playing, which wasn't done through, like, my Switch wasn't even connected to the Wi-Fi. That's what we were at, and that's why we were able to do it. Yeah, you came around Zelda time, right? I don't think you're there for Pokemon time. I think Amma followed during the spicy lock that we did. We did a Pokemon spicy, so we did Pokemon Platinum. What's the mod for that? Renegade Platinum. We did Pokemon Renegade Platinum. Nuzlocke. No, it wasn't. No, it was a Pokemon Renegade Platinum Spicy Lock, which I made up myself, which essentially was, it it was essentially me. Every time my team died, I wouldn't have to restart the game, but I'd have to eat a chili, like a spicy chili, or take like a mouthful of Tabasco sauce. And that was it. And I was only allowed fire Pokemon. Yeah, it's a Pokemon Renegade Platinum Spicy Lock. That's what it was. 100 is fine, Patata. Honestly, I think with 100, you're absolutely fine. You might not have the fastest download speeds, but you're not like locked behind hours and hours of waiting. Guys, super fast is super slow. Honestly, I'm assuming, Marty, that you're in the UK based off your username. When I lived in the UK, it really depended where in the UK you are. If you are up north in the middle of nowhere, you are lucky to get like 5-6 upload speed. Like, it is so slow up there. But then if you're in the city, you're absolutely fine. You're absolutely fine. Okay. Now, I don't really know. Should we do a few games of Overwatch, or shall I just leave the stream here? I feel like I have talked a lot for the last 2 hours. Yeah, 200. I think aiming for 200 is probably fine. I think 100 still is fine though. Like, I know what I used to work with, and I made it work with like 5 or 6 upload. If I could go to 100 back then, I would have already been like, wow, this is amazing. Have you heard about the cabbage guy theory? No, what's the cabbage guy theory? Tell me about it. I probably would love it because it's Avatar and I love Avatar. It was a good Yap session, wasn't it? I think I said more in 2.5 hours of me streaming than I would have if I was streaming for 4 hours with playing a game. Because I've just been talking, basically. Oh goodness, my throat. My throat can also feel it, that I've just been talking. We love Avatar. I love Avatar so much. I have a hoodie. Is it here? Hang on, let me check. No, it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not here. It's, oh, what an awful view for you guys. Don't mind my fashion at the moment. What's it called? I have a hoodie with just Appa on the chest piece here, embroidered, and it's so cute, but it's in the storage at the moment because it's too hot, so I have some of my clothes in storage because I don't have that much closet space. Yeah. So hot. Yeah, I love Appa. I also have on my key to the house, on my key ring, I have like a little wooden lotus key, like one of the lotus stones that they use for the White Lotus. Him being a member of the Red Lotus and spying on the Fire Nation and secretly pulling the strings in the world now. He could be. Wait, is it the Red Lotus? Is it not the White Lotus? Oh. Wait, is it called the Red? Is that what Iroh is part of? Oh, okay. Red Lotus, White. Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say the Order of the White Lotus, and then he would be the. That could be so funny. I would prefer if he was in the White Lotus, though. That would be better if he was in the White Lotus. But you could, yeah, I guess because he's always in the Earth Kingdom. You could say he's always in the. He could be a Red Lotus guy, and he's just spying. But I'd like to think he's a good guy. He probably isn't in any of the Lotuses, let's be honest. Apparently their headquarters is in the Air Nomad Caves. Formerly. Oh. Doesn't the Red Lotus... Yeah, okay. That's why I wasn't completely... The Red Lotus doesn't really pop up until... Korra. Legend of Korra, right? They don't talk about it much, or if at all, during Avatar The Last Airbender. You remember the White Lotus? Me, old Smitty, when I'm a grandma, when I'm that age, I wish I was part of the White Lotus. Also stop the music. Ah, maybe I should watch that. I do like me some Avatar theories, but I'm careful with what I watch because I think the writers for the first like Legend of Avatar or the last Avatar, I think they've done an amazing job writing it. The one for like I don't need closure so much on that. Like they've done a great job. The one that I'm more sad about is the Legend of Korra, you know? Yeah, he is cabbage bending. It could be a water bender who bends the water in the cabbage leaves, I guess. They have shown that like anything that contains water, water benders technically can bend, right? Or if you put enough dirt between the leaves, maybe you can earth bend it. It's a funny meme he includes in his video. I'll have to watch it. I don't mind the funny theories, but like I have enough closure on the Avatar stuff. It's just the Legend of Korra that I'm sometimes a bit sad about, because I'm like, I don't want to spoil it for people. It's a good anime. It's not. It makes me sad about the main one though. Sunnier, hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? I think that is honestly, I think like for the most part he just loves his cabbages, right? Like that is what it is. But there's cute little it's cute to theorize about his cabbages and his Red Lotus or whatever it could be. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Sunny, I'm so sorry. I know you only just came in, but I've been yapping. Crow as well. Oh my god. Crow, you missed it. We did a tier list of all of the Elden Ring bosses of the base game. And I've just been yapping for the last 2.5 hours. But your girl, 3 hours even. I've been live for 3 hours and I've just been talking for 3 hours. My throat is sore. I think I'm gonna give you guys someone else to listen to who is gonna keep yapping. Very lovely. She is called Ducky Doll. She's super nice. We've raided into her a couple of times. I'm not sure if she's playing Elden Ring. She has been playing Elden Ring, but she may have finished it by now. But it's always a good vibe there. She is currently also just doing just chatting, so I think that makes sense. But tomorrow, guys, we go into Wukong, so it won't just be me chatting and... well, I will still be talking, but it will be a little bit more cohesive because we've got a game going on in the background that I'm very excited about, and I hope you guys are excited about. And if you're here for the first time today and you liked it, that's great, because we had nothing prepared for today. So thank you so much for being here, everyone. We'll go say hi to Ducky. She is awesome. And let me copy her over here. Gameplay? Ugh, we just want to hear you talk. There we go. Alrighty, guys, and then we'll have a raid message here. If I could just have... oh, thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. There will be a raid message there for you to use. Whether or not you subscribe, there should be one for everybody. And yeah, who knows? Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow when we go into our Wukong journey. But for now, have a lovely rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye!
Well,
Bye.
the stream's done, it's time to say, see you later, alligator. We had a blast today. Jane signing off, but don't you fear.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you for hanging out and just listening to me yap for 3 hours. That's crazy. My throat needs to rest a little bit. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Every fail and every cheer, with Jane and the crew, we'll persevere.